What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Structure. I'm your host, H, joined by my co host, E, and
What
we
up? What
break
up?
down your favorite TV shows, movies, and documentaries.
That's right. Today we're doing an episode of Watch or Pass, and it will feature We Own This City, the HBO series. H, let's get us structured.
Let's go. All right, Watchers Pass is back, and we're talking about HBO's We Own This City. New show just started a week ago,
Yeah,
and let's see if it's worth your time, right? E, let me ask you, what is this show about?
this show it's about a true story of crime, cops, and corruption by the Baltimore Sun reporter Justin Felton. This gritty drama chronicles the rise and fall of the Baltimore Police Department's Gun Trace Task Force. It exposes the corruption and moral collapse that befalls an American city in which the policies of prohibition and mass arrests are championed at the expense of actual police work. So it was really interesting. H, who wrote this show?
The very good question. So this is actually written and created by I think one of the greatest producers of all times, which is the gentleman that created The Wire. And we're
Yeah,
talking about David Simmons. So this show it brings back those memories of watching The Wire. For all of you who don't know, I love The Wire from HBO.
who doesn't
Older
love the
show,
Wire?
yes, but The Wire was captivating, groundbreaking for its time, very
Brown.
underrated show.
Yep.
And this show this has that vibe, has that feeling. This is also produced by George Pelicanos, and it has a very interesting cast of actors, especially someone that's very familiar to a lot of us, especially those who enjoy The Walking Dead and those who enjoy The Punisher from Netflix. We're talking about John Bentrell, who plays the main character, Sergeant Wayne Haskell. Right? Is that did I say it correctly?
Yeah, I think so.
So he plays that character. He's the most captivating character. The first guy that you see on the show when the
Yeah.
show starts. He's giving a speech to the new class of policemen coming in, and he definitely grabs you from the
Oh,
beginning
he's
of
from
the
the beginning.
show.
Absolutely. From the
We also
beginning. Go ahead.
we also have Jamie Hector as Sean Salter. We have Josh Charles as Daniel Hersey, and we have Wumi Musaku as Nicole Steele. These are gonna be the main characters that so far has been placed or presented in the show that are gonna be telling the stories from different angles. An angle from the police and an angle from the people in charge of maintaining the order within the police.
Yes. This show is, I hate to say it, but it's sort of like The Wire 3.0, and I don't want to take anything away from it. The Wire is a great show. However, there's a few things. One is based in Baltimore, same as The Wire. Two, it has some of the characters that used to be drug dealers in The Wire. Now they're cops. I love that part. You got to watch it. And
Good call out.
yeah, and also it shows the other side where, now that we're in this post, whatever you want to call it, Freddie Gray era, it
Yeah.
shows the other side of policing,
Yeah.
and it's a very authentic side on both parts. So I it's action packed. It's a limited series, so they pack a lot of stuff in here, and it just goes from the beginning. And
I'm
it
glad you
doesn't
touched on
stop.
that. It
Yeah.
is a limited series, only 6 episodes long. The story is interesting. It deals with some very sensitive topics, and it's all presented to you in a very entertaining manner, just like The Wire used to do. It's just a good show. The story that it's telling is captivating, and you want to see where this is going, what's happening with the character of John Bentrell. I think HBO again they don't disappoint. They know how to produce a show, they know how to cast their people, and they know how to tell a good story.
So, some of the issues that they have, as we briefly touched on, is policing and also the criminal element, and how sometimes the lines possibly get blurred, and the
Yeah.
cause and effect of that. And the fallout of that is what we see in this show. And as I said, as H said, it's a limited series, so it happens quickly. And it's very entertaining. And my first impression on this was just wow. H had mentioned that I should watch it, and they have an all-star cast, and I was not disappointed. H, what were your thoughts?
No, yeah, I saw the trailer for this show, and at first I dismissed it. I was I didn't even watch the whole thing, and then I sit down. You know what? It's HBO. If it's HBO, I will give a
It's
second
good.
look because they
Yeah.
don't disappoint. And I
Hmm.
watched the full trailer. You know what? Let me check out the episode. First 10 minutes, I was hooked. It's good. It's interesting. It's a little bit different than what's out on TV right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
you know,
it's a new evolution, not revolution.
I personally don't like cop dramas too much because, don't get me wrong, I have been guilty of binging on SVU from time to time when the days off. There's a marathon of SVU, Special Victims. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
you're
know
gonna
where you
watch
were
it. Law
going
and
with that.
Order,
Thank God.
the Law
You
and
let me.
Order. You're gonna watch it. So, but I that's probably the only other cop show I will like in modern days outside from The Wire. But a show like We Own the City is just done so differently than those other shows.
Yeah,
I like it. It's
there's
definitely
multiple
worth checking out.
elements. Like it's fast paced. It's multiple elements and that are coming to a head here, and the conclusion, the results of that is the what's so entertaining about it, and also the fact that they don't make everything obvious. And you have to follow closely in order to stay up on things. Makes it entertaining. So H,
No, no. But
what's
before you say
you?
anything else, so
Yes.
the way they shoot the show is very interesting too. So we'll have a part of the story of before and then an after. We have characters that are being
Yeah.
interrogated, telling a story, and then we
Yeah.
see what was happening, how they got to that part. So
Yeah.
the show does jump in the episode to different points in time, but it's interesting, and that's really very creative way to tell the story. Very different than the beaten path that everybody else takes when they're telling a
Absolutely.
cop drama.
Absolutely. So H, what say you? Is this a watch or is it a pass?
It's definitely a watch for most people. If you're into cop dramas, you're not afraid to watch something about a sensitive issue in today's society, I highly recommend it. It's in a way educational as well, and it's made by people from The Wire. You can go wrong.
Yeah, seriously.
What about you, E? Is this a watch, or are you gonna pass on this?
This is a watch for sure. I mean, why wouldn't it be? It is quite literally The Wire, not 2.0, because we're past that, 3.0. Why not? Don't miss out on this one. Go ahead and watch it, folks.
You know the drill. If you made it so far into this video, go ahead and give it a like, give it a subscribe. Thanks for helping brothers out, and don't forget to leave a comment. We have a few more episodes of Watch Your Pass. We should have an episode on Winning Time. Highly recommend checking that out.
Yeah,
And we're reviewing Better Call Saul as well, final season. We have
yeah.
Bryan Cranston reprising his role as Walter
Better
White.
Call Saul. Gotta love it, man.
So lots of great TV right now, especially in the streaming apps. Netflix, there's more alternatives than just Netflix. Although Netflix has their own thing, HBO, Disney, Hulu, Peacock. There's so many good options out there right now. One day we should do like a review of different streaming services to guide people on pricing
That's a
and
great idea.
some of the good options. Yeah.
Yeah, we can chop that up. That'll work. As always, folks, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and stick around for the next one. Until that time, I am E, this is H, and we are.
Unstructured.
That's right.